Hi, I'm Chaya Hinda from the Jewish Positive Thinking Workshops. I'd like to share with you the source of Jewish self-esteem. Revolba stresses that everybody needs to be aware of their own true worth. Why do we need to be aware of our own true worth? Rishraga Feivel Mendelovich used to teach his students that everybody has a specific destiny. And he brings a source for this from the davening in Rosh Hashanah, from the prayers that we say on Rosh Hashanah, on the Jewish New Year. We say that everybody is judged, Maaseh Adam ufkudasai, the deeds of a man and his specific job, his specific destiny. We are judged on both scales. And if a person spends his whole life doing mitzvahs and ma'asim tovim, but does not do what he's destined to do, does not fulfill his destiny, then he's going to be found lacking. And he brings the story of Navos HaKarmeli, which is brought in Tanakh in the prophets, that he had a tremendously beautiful voice. And he used to go up to the Beis HaMikdash and sing and lead the davening, and he would inspire people with his beautiful voice in the davening. And one year, for no good reason, he didn't go. And later he was punished for this. And the Mefarshim say that he was punished because he didn't go up and he didn't use the talents that he'd been given to inspire Klal Yisrael. And he was killed at the hands of Achav, of the king Achav, in a very terrible way, because he didn't fulfill his destiny. Rav Yerucham Levovich says that oy vey to a person who doesn't know his faults, but 7 times worse is a person that does not know his good traits and how he can benefit the world, because then he won't even have the tools with which to work. The good traits that Hashem gives us, those are the tools of our life. That's what we're supposed to be using in fulfilling the purpose for which we were created. There's a tremendous story about Tuscavini, who was a very famous conductor. One time he was interviewed after he'd conducted a particularly beautiful piece. And the journalist spoke to him and he says how beautiful it was. And Tuscavini said, yes, it was good, but there was one violin missing. And the journalist didn't believe that Tuscavini could tell that one violin was missing. He decided to check it out. He went to check and he called one of the other violinists that was played in that particular piece. And he asked him, was there anyone missing that day? He said, yes, one of the violinists was sick. The journalist was incredulous. He went back to Tuscavini. He said, how could you tell that one violinist was missing? He said, it's very simple. In one movement, there's one particular point where one violin plays da-da-da. And I heard that that was missing. The journalist was even more incredulous. He thought to himself, how could it be that Tuscavini could notice that that one little piece was missing? We have to understand that whoever works with something understands its nature. I once met a programmer who didn't understand people so well, but he said, if I can understand people from the way that they program, you can understand programs. You know, whatever we deal with on a long basis throughout our life, we get to understand it very good. A kindergarten teacher understands little children. After she's been working with kindergarten children for a long time, she understands their heart. And a conductor understands violins. He hears it, he has an ear for it, he has a heart for it, he understands. HaKadosh Baruch Hu created our neshamas, and he created our hearts, and he understands every little da-da-da in our lives. He understands what we can do, he understands what's too hard for us and what's beyond us, but he understands what we can do. And he understands what our destiny is, and he's waiting for each and every one of us to fulfill our destiny with our little da-da-das, wherever they appear in our lives. He's waiting for it and looking out for it, and all the malachim, all over the world, all in heaven, the whole Shemaim is waiting for us to play our little piece, to fulfill our part in our destiny. And that's how we can draw self-esteem from knowing that we have an important part to play in HaKadosh Baruch Hu's creation. And when we understand this, and we feel it, then we can go about achieving our destiny, enjoying our destiny, and thanking our HaKadosh Baruch Hu for putting us in this world.